Hello and welcome. My name is Angela Davis and I'm the Florium Quilter. Today's Tuesday, October 31st, and for some of you, as with me, it's Halloween, and it's tradition for trick-or-treaters, children, to dress up and go door to door and get candy. So I rushed home to make sure I had my candy out and available for them. But I wanted to bring this video to you and explain why it's been I don't know that I'm late. I'm hoping to post this tomorrow. I was hoping to get something posted over the weekend. However, that didn't happen. My daughter went in to get 2 teeth pulled at the end of last week and ended up getting all of her wisdom teeth pulled out. So as a result, my ex-husband and I were taking care of her. So we were busy. Everything's fine. She's healing well. And she's getting her braces on the end of this week. So it ended up working out for the best, but it was difficult while we were going through it because watching her be uncomfortable and, was not good for Mama. But anyway, she's mending and moving forward. But where we left off, I was working on the quilt that ended up being what I call trees, and I haven't been able to touch it since the last video. So I'm hoping to get that wrapped up this coming weekend. I have some ideas about how I want to move forward. But I thought I'd take the opportunity to show you some of the things that I've acquired over the last couple of months. And I've been adding to my stash. So let me show you what I got. Got some tone-on-tone pink. That's sort of like a, I don't know if you'd call that a bubblegum pink, would you? That's a nice color to have in your arsenal. And I wanted to get more red because I just feel as though sometimes I get low on red because I like red. This one has a great sort of a brush stroke effect. I got a purple, just a purple vine with a little flower. That's sort of a tone on tone. The vine with the flower is a little bit lighter. And again, purple is one of those that I like having in my stash. I like using purple a lot. I saw this and I really loved how the flowers are sort of grouped together. And I like that. I like that a lot. And the flowers are a white, a light blue, a medium blue, and sort of a dark blue. And I like that. I like that a lot. And then I also wanted to get some green because green is another one that I use a lot of. And that's a dark green. I have since bought some more green. I bought a softer color green. It's in the wash right now. This one I really liked. This one is just a vine leaf, a leaf of vine going through it. That blue. And each of these are approximately a yard. Some of them are more. Some of them are a yard plus a little bit. If there was just a little bit left on the bolt, I bought the remnant. And then this is just a great floral. Just saw this and thought, wow, I really like that. I like that floral. Okay, so these are purchased new fabrics. And then I want to show you what I've acquired from the thrift stores. There's more in the basement. I just brought up a sampling of what I found over the last couple of months. Sometimes I hit it really well and I can find fat quarters. And I lucked out. This one, never been touched. So let's open it up and see what we got. Let's open it up, see what we got. Ooh. a white background with a pink rose. And then has a dark blue leaf. That's pretty. That is pretty. Okay, this one is a fat quarter. This one is a white with a gray sort of a, what would you call that? Sort of a grassy flower. That's a nice neutral. I don't have a lot of neutrals. I like that a lot. This one is a fat quarter. Sometimes, yeah, I luck out and I end up finding, you know, some pretty decent fabric scraps, or new like this that have never been opened. And this is a solid cotton, sort of a soft teal seafoam green. Is that what that color is called? Is that called seafoam? Look at that. That's pretty. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, and then these were loose. These were loose in a bin. That was attached to it, but somebody already cut some of it out, and that's fine. That's a nice solid in that teal. Here's a peach. There's a scrap, sort of a fleshy toned peach. Then I got some pink gingham, and then this one's sort of a pink floral. Look at that, how pretty that is. It's just a little tiny square. And then I also found this. They had this rolled. Oh, what is this? This is a placemat. It is. I thought it was fabric. This is 100% polyester and it has sort of a sheen to it. Look at that sheen. Oh, I like that. I like how it reflects the light. Huh, that was a nice little surprise. Okay, I also got a pillowcase. You saw me ironing this and opening it up. I do like buying pillowcases. If I can find a pillowcase for 100% cotton, one that's new, because yes, I do find new pillowcases at the thrift store. I will buy them. That's a good amount of fabric. That's a good amount of fabric. Here's a yellow. This isn't a pillowcase. This was a sham, a pillow sham. And this yellow, I saw this yellow and just said, oh, I have to have it. 100% cotton. And I think I only got the pillowcases for $1.99. I remember the day I went in, this fabric and this fabric that I'm about to show you, I was looking on the shelves and they had all these bins full of sheets and napkins and pillowcases and tablecloths, just bins and bins. And way over on the end was a box, like a old paper box. You put reams of paper in, tattered old box. I'm like, what's in this box? Well, there was fabric in it. And a lot of it was a dress fabric, but I also found this cotton, brown, and the weave, you can see the weave a little bit. It's quite a bit of fabric here. And I think they only charged me $1.99. So I lucked out. I really lucked out. And then I also found in that same bin this gray, which I really love this gray. The symbols on it almost look like, the Chinese symbols, the Chinese alphabet. That's what it looks like to me. Very interesting. So, and then here's a remnant that was inside of it. $1.99. So I lucked out in the fabric area. And then over the last couple of months, I do collect men's shirts. So these have all been washed. They have not been ironed or cut down. When I buy men's shirts, I wait until I have enough to wash one whole load, and then I wash them together in really hot water. When I buy men's shirts, I make sure they're 100% cotton. If I do buy something that's cotton poly, I try to make sure that it leans toward 60% cotton, 40% polyester, but it's got to be really special for me to buy it. It's got to be a certain print or a certain color for me to get a cotton poly. Otherwise, I get all cotton. And this one was an extra large. And this one has that wonderful blue and brown stripe through it. Let me set them down here. And then this one is, I just couldn't resist this. This one has the blue and that peachy, it almost reminds me of a tablecloth pattern. Fell in love with this one. And I remember being in the store and thinking, man, I hope that's 100% cotton, and it was. So I was really, really happy about that one. A lot of these are blues. Okay, this one, they have this in the shirt section. This is actually a pajama shirt. I don't think this thing's ever been worn. 100% cotton. That great two-tone blue, and I love the buttons. I'm definitely saving those buttons. Those are great buttons. Look at those. So not only do I get the buttons on the cotton on this one, I'm getting the buttons, and I'm getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 buttons. So really, really happy about that one. This one I like because it's, oh, this one is another pajama. Look at that, the blue with the red. Again, love it. Love it. This one is a blue, and it's sort of a, oh, there's the collar stay. This one has sort of a diamond cross hatching. Really like that one. And this one is 100% cotton. If this one even had a little bit of polyester in it, I probably would have bought it because I love that diamond cross hatching in it. It has a nice texture. Oh, and this one was another pajama shirt that was in the shirt section. Look at that. I love that plaid effect. And then again, this one has bigger buttons. Definitely saving the buttons. And then I've got a couple pinks in here that I just, look at that. Love, love, love. Love, love. I saw that pink and said, I'm getting it. This is, I forget. Let's see what this one is. 100% cotton. Love, love, love this pink. Here's another pink that I knew when I saw it on the rack I was going to get it. That one. I try to pick only long sleeve shirts, but once in a while I will buy a short sleeve shirt if I like the pattern. And this one, I really like the pattern on that one. It's a neutral, sort of a neutral cross hatching in the design. And I don't always have a lot of neutrals, you know, for variety. And this one was short sleeve, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Yellow. I love my yellows. Here's another one that was short sleeve that I saw and said, I don't care if it's short sleeves or not. I want that yellow. And 100% cotton. Love that yellow. And then here's another remnant in red that I found at the thrift store. This one has, you know, quite a bit. Probably a yard, maybe yard and a half, maybe yard and a quarter. So over the last 2 months, I've really lucked out. And this one is also a new purchase, but I haven't ironed it yet. And again, it's yellow with little white daisies. Because seriously, I love daisies. They're so pretty. They're so cheerful. So I just wanted to share with you the last couple months of my shopping. And I don't intentionally, when I go to the store, unless I have something specific in mind, I will not buy what I consider a collection, or I won't buy necessarily all the fabric for one quilt unless I'm very intentional about the purpose of it. I have in the past. I've made several quilts where I intentionally went to the store to pick out fabric for a quilt for someone, depending on what the occasion was. Birthday, anniversary, wedding, that sort of thing. But normally when I shop, I'd shop for what I like, and I shop for colors where I think I need a little more of within my stash. And I always look for the end of bolts. So that would be like the remnant bins. I love the remnant bins because you can actually get like a little less than a yard for half off the price, the regular retail price, because it's a remnant. I also will check, let's say I'm looking at 2 blues that I like, and one is a full bolt and the other one looks like it maybe only has a yard and a half. I'll pick the one that only has a yard and a half because you pay for the yard, but then they'll give you the remnant half off usually, or at least some type of a discount. The store that I was at was giving me half off the remnant. So that's my tip for saving money. I think we're all, looking to watch our budget these days. And, oftentimes if I'm looking at 2 colors or rather 2 prints that I like in the same color, maybe different values or different hues, I'll look at the thickness of the bolt. And if I think it's toward the end, I'll pick the one that's toward the end of the bolt. If it only has a yard or 2, I'll just buy what's left on the bolt and then get that little bit of remnant, for whatever they're giving me a discount for. So that's sort of like my tip for how I shop for new fabric. When I go to the thrift store, I do look at sheets. However, they have to be literally like brand new, and I only buy the top sheets. The only time I buy a full set if it's still in the package. Sometimes they take them out of the package so you can really see the color and feel it, but they attach the package to the sheet so that that sheet set was a new sheet set. Sometimes they do that, and I tend to gravitate toward the new sheet sets. If I do buy a used sheet, it's only a top sheet, not a bottom sheet, and it's got to be literally, no pills, no thinning, no stains, nothing. It's got to be a really, really good, it has to be in very good shape for me to buy a used sheet. But I do buy them, and I have a lot of fun with them, cutting them up and putting them in my designs and my work. So I just wanted to touch base with you all and thank you for your patience. Sometimes we have families to take care of, and that's what I was doing. I was, taking care of my daughter and making sure that she's on the mend and healing well so that she can get her braces on. but she's doing well. She's eating well, and that's a good sign. So thank you so much for joining me as I share my new fabric and my used fabric. And I plan on finishing my trees quilt. If you watched the video last week, it was all about, what did I call it? I think I call it Scrappy Quilt, Strippy Quilt, and my creative process. I think that's what I called it. If I remember, I'll try to leave a link down below, but it's the video previous to this one. And so I plan on attacking that project this weekend and getting that whole quilt top done, and then starting on my next one. And since I have some lovely new fabric that I've been collecting over the last couple months, I'm going to be pulling from some of my new fabric that I bought. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Hope you have a lovely evening and a lovely rest of your week. Thanks for joining me. I'm Angela Davis, where I share, care, and create with you. I'm the 4-Am Quilter. And remember, why sleep when you can sew?